Good evening, everyone. And welcome to Hathaway Brown School's Masterworks concert. This year, we are very grateful to be performing in our very own Rosenthal Atrium at Hathaway Brown School.
Tonight, we celebrate the musical accomplishments of over 100 talented and committed musicians from our HB Upper School community. We are very lucky to work with these amazing students.
You know, I forgot that we never even introduced ourselves, Linda.
Ah.
My name is Laura Webster. I am the department chair and also the head of the vocal arts department, and this is my beautiful colleague.
And my name is Linda Simon-Midas, head of instrumental music.
We're so glad to be here with you tonight. So can you please take a moment to turn off your cell phones so nothing interrupts the beautiful music our students have prepared for you.
We are delighted to have each and every one of you with us here tonight. We hope you enjoy
Masterworks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jenny Burnett, and I'm the Director of Dance at Hathaway Brown School and your narrator for this evening as we explore some incredible musical masterworks. You may be wondering, what is a masterwork? A masterwork is a magnum opus, a work of outstanding artistry, skill, and workmanship. Tonight, we hear music that has transcended time and location with a specific focus on the joy of live music making from famous composers, old and new. Our first song this evening has opened every HB winter concert for 40 years. It is a processional hymn written in 16th century France and still performed all over the world today, including at the Boar's Head Feast, a traditional Old English madrigal celebration of Christmas. As you listen, close your eyes, and you can almost see camels swaying their way across the desert by light of the stars. Here are the Bravuras with Kings to Thy Rising.
Let there be peace throughout the earth. Sing we Noel, Noel, Noel. Noel, Noel,
Bravura's second selection is a buoyant setting of Shakespeare's text from Much Ado About Nothing, which cleverly employs 7/8 meter to create a delightful rhythmic feel. This OMEA solo and ensemble contest piece began with dancing and curtsying in Mixolydian meter and ended with opportunities to dive into the world of theater. Even with masks on, you will delight in the sassy, female empowering text which has delighted our students.
sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. One foot in sea and one on shore. To one thing constant never. Then sigh not so hard, let them go and be blind and hardy. Converting yourselves of woe into hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, hey. Sing no more ditties, sing no more of doves so dull and heavy. Sing no more ditties, sing no more of doves so dull and heavy. The fraud of man was ever so, till summer first was levied. Then sigh not so hard, let them go and be blind and hardy. Converting yourselves of woe into hey nonny nonny, 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 hey nonny hey.
With the possible exception of Mozart, no other composer in the history of music ever surpassed Franz Schubert's genius for melodic writing. His lieder, art songs for voice and piano, were composed at an astonishing rate and number in the hundreds. Some of Vienna's greatest singers were his closest friends, and he took pleasure in creating his songs for them. One of his most well-known songs, Ave Maria, was composed in 1825 when he was 28 years old. Ave Maria is Latin for Hail Mary. You might have heard this song before at weddings, funerals, recitals, background music in many films, and so on. Ave Maria is, without a doubt, haunting. It has the power to make you feel a wide range of emotions. For those of you who are new to classical music, you'll get your share of goosebumps. I'm sure when you hear the opening solo by Cristina Martinez, you'll feel the chill running down your spine. You probably know This Little Light of Mine as a beloved children's tune, recognized around the world. But it's also a spiritual, which was transformed by the nation's civil rights movement into an anthem of singular power. And the song has the same impact in today's times. This fantastic stylized arrangement of This Little Light of Mine is singable and skillfully arranged. The setting is fun, exciting, and captures the gentle joy of this spiritual. Whether or not you believe the song is blessed, it's obvious this American anthem sparks a powerful feeling, which has made so many who sing it feel a little less alone and a little more free. That probably explains the enduring power of This Little Light of Mine better than any other reason.
This little
This pretty three-part round was composed by German composer Michael Pretonius in the early 17th century. It translates as "Long Live Music." Our own HB singers created the movement to accompany the singing as a way of embodying the music physically as well as orally. These students know that whole body singing is the pathway to a beautiful and aesthetic performance. With all that we had lost in the past 2 years of limited singing, it is a joyful awakening for us to perform this anthem tonight for you. Adapted from the gospel-style interpretation of the hymn, "His Eye is on the Sparrow," was originally performed and recorded by the Georgia Mass Choir. Sivila Martin, the composer of the song, describes the context out of which the hymn was born. Martin states, "Early in the spring of 1905, my husband and I were sojourning in Elmira, New York. We contracted a deep friendship for a couple by the name of Mr. and Mrs. Doolittle. Mrs. Doolittle had been bedridden for nigh 20 years. Her husband had disabilities and had to propel himself to and from his business in a wheelchair. Despite their afflictions, they lived happy lives, bringing inspiration and comfort to all who knew them. One day, while we were visiting with the Doolittles, my husband commented on their bright hopefulness and asked them for the secret of it. Mrs. Doolittle's response was simple: 'His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.' The beauty of this simple expression of boundless faith gripped the hearts and fired the imagination of Dr. Martin and me. The hymn, 'His Eye is on the Sparrow,' was the outcome of that experience. We hope you too feel uplifted by this performance."
For his eye
The Seal Lullaby was composed for a proposed animated movie that ultimately was never made. The story is based on a tale by Rudyard Kipling, which begins with this poem sung softly by a mother seal to her pup, assuring him protection and safety from any of the world's harms. Our composer, Eric Whitacre, is one of the most popular and performed composers of this generation. He earned degrees at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Juilliard. Whitacre was immediately inspired by the imagery and beauty of the text and poured out the Seal Lullaby quickly. Whitacre's charming lullaby is admired by audiences and choristers alike. I invite you to listen closely to the musical images created in the score, the billowing waves, the sea foam, and the gentle song of the mother seal. In Deo Gracias, the famous text, Adam lay in Bowden, speeds by as the anonymous 12th century poet contrasts the sinful state of Adam with the purity of Mary, the heavenly queen. In preparing for this song, the students contemplated life in the Middle Ages and the concept of traveling stories. This exciting adventure in 7/8 meter alternates from storytelling to joyous proclamation of Deo Gracias, Latin for thanks be to God. Pay close attention as this percussive and exuberant piece races to its final declaration. school orchestra has faced every challenge one could ever imagine in the past 2 years and is coming out stronger than ever. After a year of remote instrumental learning and a start of the school year with mandated outside rehearsals, we are now able to safely return to indoor rehearsals. In order to social distance, we rehearse in 2 separate groups, which we put together in 1 rehearsal before the concert. The dedication, determination, and love for making music together has shown in each and every member of this ensemble, making us each truly appreciate each other and our love for making music together. A Csárdás is a Hungarian dance in which the dancers start slow and finish in a whirl-like spin and flurry. Italian composer Vittorio Monti set this great dance to feature solo violin, and through his treatment of its melodies and bravura style, instantly claimed national and international recognition as a masterpiece. The work has enjoyed such popularity that it has been transcribed for a host of different instruments and ensembles. Traditionally, a Csárdás would be played by strolling minstrels. We have reclaimed that tradition for the opening of our performance. Long before Hatikva became Israel's national anthem, Hatikva began its life as a 9-stanza poem called Tikvatena, Our Hope. It expresses the longing, yearning, and hope of returning to one's homeland. The poem was set to music by Samuel Cohen, loosely based on a Moldavian theme, and this arrangement brings out its symphonic glory, lifting all our spirits with hope. One of the great masterworks of Tchaikovsky's compositions is the music from his ballet Sleeping Beauty. Making its debut in St. Petersburg in the winter of 1890, the ballet and its music has become synonymous with the charms of winter. Full of rich texture, beautiful sweeping melodies, and lush orchestration, this masterpiece is a delight for audiences of all ages. We would like to thank you all for attending this evening, and beautiful job to all our performers tonight. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Before we let you go, a few notes. Students will be dismissed, and they will come meet you in your seats. Orchestra students need to rack their stands and hand in their folders before they meet you. For social distancing purposes, we need you to go directly from your seats to your cars. And once you have your musicians with you, please exit swiftly to your car to celebrate, to prevent any backup here in the atrium or lobby. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.